Mother-in-laws हो गई. A wonderful, great Mother's Day for all of you, and thank you for being a part of TV1. We know you have plenty of choices, and you choose TV1, so thank you again for that. And once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for the great love and support that you all have given my show. इस वक्त ये शो देखा जा रहा है पूरे US में और पूरे Canada में. So thank you again. And it's a special Mother's Day show और कुछ आज खास गेस्ट हैं. सबकी busy schedules हैं, लेकिन हमने कहा कि थोड़ी देर के लिए सब लोग आ जाएं और ज़रा हम बातचीत कर लें इनके साथ, and that'd be wonderful. Those of you that are tuning in for the first time, you know, on my show I bring people who have made some positive changes in our community. I tell you about them, I interview them, and not only that, we also discuss a topic. So of course the topic is Mother's Day. Hence the day. And again, we're going to talk with each of our guests. We're going to have 3 different guests on the show. I do want to give out the number if you want to call in and ask a question or comment about Mother's Day or wish your mom a Mother's Day. Certainly you can do that. Our number is 855-886-6387, extension 4, and certainly you can call in. Our email address is right on the screen. You can also email us and we'll get to you. Well, without any further ado, I know it's Mother's Day and everyone is busy. I want to introduce today's guest and tell you about her. And this is a person that I'm really happy having her on the show. And she is a mother of 2 kids, and she's also volunteering in a lot of places, very busy with that, and does some amazing work in our community, and that is Sneha Merchant.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Sneha?
Good.
Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
I know it's Mother's Day and you must be busy, and I know you have to run out, right?
Yeah, I have 2 kids, and they really wanted my time. They wanted me to sit for breakfast, but...
I know. That's what I had to tell my kids too. That, you know what, Mommy will probably take dinner in bed, but we'll manage. Well, Sneha, I know you do a lot of volunteer work. We'll start off with that, and I know we're going to talk about Mother's Day too. You do so many different things. Tell us about one of the activities that you're involved in, one of the
because it's Mother's Day, it's the perfect time to talk about the Mommy series.
Okay.
The Mommy series is a quarterly series that takes place in Houston, and it is an event that brings mothers together. I feel like, in Houston or anywhere, once you're a mother, you get so busy, with your life, just running around your kids, you forget yourself.
Exactly.
So this event is a perfect event. It's quarterly. The Mommy series is quarterly, but then we also have a mini series which happens every other month.
Right.
So what you do is you just come out, you get to know, meet other moms, and we have 4 amazing speakers that come out. We talk about health, fashion, finance, and community service at the same time. So and in this event, we also highlight a charity. So when you leave your kids and you go out, you don't feel sad, at the same time, you don't feel guilty. So you feel good that, you're contributing back to the community by attending this event as well. And we've got such an amazing response from the community.
Right.
We have most of our events sold out. And we have some amazing speakers. We have, and we the way we do it, we have the summer edition, the winter edition. So our speakers kind of, are based on that season as well. So if it's like a summer edition.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk more about that. We have a call. Assalamu alaikum. आप on air हैं?
वालेकुम सलाम.
जी. आप कहाँ से call कर रहे हैं? What part of the city?
Houston, Texas.
Yes. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
Sure. I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Sartaj Jahan, and this is her son, Mira Zordeen, and just tell her that we all love her for what she does, and have a great day.
Definitely. Is your mom right here in Houston too, or she's?
Yeah, she's right here too.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely.
She's actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And of course, you all can call in, and Mother's Day, and I'm sure a lot of people want to wish their moms. Now, Sneha, I wanted to ask, this Mommy series you're talking about, how can people get involved in it?
So Mommy Series, we're on Facebook, we're on the website, it's www.themommyseries.com, and you can log on there and see all the events that go on. We have the entire list for the year. You can sign up, and it's based on the venue. We have our prices that are different.
Right, of course.
It's usually $75 for an event, and that includes everything. We have food, we have some light bites, we have some bubbles, and good time.
I think that's wonderful, and I think it's important being a mom
Yes.
that sometimes you should also have your own time. And I'm sure the people who are watching are thinking, how can we join? And again, if you are doing something, because at least with me, even right now doing the show, I'm feeling so guilty. But the thing is that you feel good that you're doing something for the community, kind of giving back. And Sneha, like I told you, we usually have a topic too, and again, it's Mother's Day. Now, tell me, being a mom, how has that been?
Oh my God, it's the best experience, and there's nothing in the world that compares to it. And you don't know what it is to be a mother till you actually become a mother.
Right.
It is out of the world, and to get those unconditional hugs and kisses from your kids.
Exactly.
I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I have a 6-year-old son.
Right.
And just coming back home to them
It just means the world.
It means the world. It means the world.
Of course. Because there are people out, and I'm going to talk about, it's Mother's Day, and I'm sure a lot of people, you cannot miss out on Mother's Day. When you're driving down, you see all those balloons and you see all those bears. But another thing is, a lot of people, they think it's Mother's Day, so we can get together. We're so busy. All of our schedules are so busy, be it your mom, be it your mother-in-law. You don't get time even sometimes to be like, okay, let's meet up. But I think it's kind of like one day, Mother's Day, where you can kind of acknowledge it, where you can say, this is the day I can take time out. What do you think about that?
So with me, I have a happy and a sad thing to say about it, because I lost my mom. So I'm a motherless mom myself.
Right. I'm so sorry.
And I lost my mom about 6 years back when I was pregnant with my son. So my mother never got to see my son. She did see me pregnant, but she never. So those questions that you ask your mother when you get pregnant.
Right.
I didn't get to do any of that, But so. When you're on like social media, there are people that are posting lunches and dinners, and I went to the spa with my mother. That's the time when it kind of hits me the most, that I don't have my mother to celebrate it with. But at the same time, there are so many amazing people that actually tried to step into her shoes, and kind of be there for me as a mother. My mom, my aunt, my mother-in-law, amazing mother. And I think for all of these people, I think I should just celebrate this day. And for my kids, because just getting a rose from them today morning was amazing.
Exactly. And and I'm so sorry about your loss, but I think what you said, especially on Mother's Day, kind of reminds you about a mom.
Yes.
What it's like. And there are some people that I'm sure a lot of people must have, that where they have not replaced the mom, but they're kind of like your mom. And it just means the world. And having those special people in your life, it just means the world to you.
Oh yes, right? You can go on knowing that her presence is there somewhere in them.
Right. And you said that you feel it more when your mom not being here. And I hope you're okay talking about this.
Yeah, totally okay.
And I'm asking this on national TV.
No, totally okay.
But what advice would you give to those people who have a mom? And again, the whole point of the show is to kind of do a little bit of thought-provoking, make you think about these things. Those people that have a mom, and for whatever reason they don't talk to them, because there are people once. And I guess when you don't have someone, then that's when you kind of feel it more. What would you want to tell them?
I would like to say that treasure them. You don't know what it is when they're not there. And I think you're lucky enough to have a mother. Treasure them, be there for them, take them out. Today is your special day. Sometimes I feel so sad when people forget their mother's birthdays. She's the one who got you in the world. Don't do that to her. She looks forward to getting that love back. And we get so busy. Our generation is on cell phones all the time. At least for dinner today, keep your cell phone aside. Spend time with your mother. Take her out. McDonald's, who cares? Just take them out. Just be there for them.
And the way you're saying it, I feel like you're getting emotional, going to make me start crying. But and of course, you can call in. Your viewers, you can definitely call in and give your opinion about the topic. Obviously, talking about mothers and Mother's Day. Our number is 855-886-6387, extension 4. So the other thing is, you're talking about moms, and there are people who haven't talked to their moms for years. And it's funny when I talk about this. I've been in TV for 2 years. This month will be 2 years. Before this, I also did a radio talk show. And I remember one of the listeners had sent me a question. And their question was that they haven't talked to their mom. And it's Mother's Day, so he's trying to take his mom out for dinner on Mother's Day. But the wife is saying that, I want to do something alone. I don't want to do it with your mom. And what bothered me, I remember this is I'm talking about 5 years ago. What bothered me that, you as a wife or a daughter-in-law needs to understand that if it's his mom or if it's your mom, tomorrow you're going to become a mother-in-law. Would you want that same thing happening to you?
I just would say it in the most simplest way.
All right.
Who came first?
Who came
your mother
first?
or your wife?
Yes. And the way, and I'm happy you said that, because that's kind of like what I would kind of say the same thing. And again, I'm not saying, start fighting. That's not the whole purpose of the show. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to highlight these things. These are little things. These are little changes you can make. If you're mad at your mom, or if it's Mother's Day, like it's even McDonald's, or even just making the phone call. And again, there's another topic now, the social media, the way we're so busy with text messaging. Sometimes I'm like, it's definitely a good thing to have text messaging, but at the same point, it's also bad.
Yes.
Because you'll just wish your mom Happy Mother's Day. But what about that, talking to them or going and seeing them?
Yeah, totally. I just feel like it is such a special day, and they deserve every bit of it. And when you said about, the husbands and wife issues,
right.
I mean, you fight with your own mother, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's bound to happen that, you have ups and downs in your life. But I think this is such a special day, and every mother needs to get that attention. So, I mean, if you're torn between your mother and your wife,
right.
take them both out together. Make them both feel special.
Exactly.
And make sure, since you're the son and the husband, it's your job to kind of make both of them feel special at the same time.
Right.
And if you cannot do that, then I would say lunch and dinner. You've got two options.
You've got two options, and you can balance things out.
Yes,
I think
totally.
that's most, and it's not just for Mother's Day. I think throughout life, if you balance these things out, and I always say, kids are like sponges. They're constantly watching you, what you're doing.
Yeah.
They're constantly observing everything you're doing. So you're like on camera with them. But I think whatever you do with your mother, be it the daughter, be it the daughter-in-law, the son or son-in-law, your kids are watching that. So when your time comes, they'll say that to you.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, you did this, or
Sure.
why didn't you do it? So I think those things are kind of important. What do you think? Just to
I think
things.
there's a quote, and I'm not saying it right, but it says if a man treats his mother like a queen,
Right.
he's for sure going to treat his wife like a princess. And I think it's so literal, but like my husband, his mom is his world. You can call him mama's boy. I keep doing that to him. But his mom is his world, and I'm so happy because my son sees that, my daughter sees that, and for my kids, I'm their world, and that's the way you kind of pass that that upbringing into your kids when they see it.
Of course.
So
of course. And that's wonderful. And for you being a daughter-in-law, by the way, your mother-in-law must be very happy with you.
Oh, she's a fantastic mother-in-law.
Okay, make sure you make her watch the show.
I hope so.
Okay. But I think, again, these things are important to discuss. And, again, when you have a platform of a TV, we have to utilize it in a good way. And I know you're a mom yourself. And, being a mom, there's so many things you're involved with. There's so many things you're doing. But at the same point, you take out time for your mom, you take out time for your mother-in-law. And I think for the viewers, they need to kind of understand that too. Probably they're probably emailing, why is Lubna doing this? And probably the daughter-in-laws must be complaining about that. Anyways, Neha, I know you have to go, and we have our next segment too. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Being part of the show. And I really want to thank you for coming out.
No, thank you so much, Lubna. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you so much. And what message would you want to leave our viewers with? You can look right into your camera and leave your message.
It's Mother's Day. It's a special day for all mothers. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. I would like to give a shout out to my own mother. I'm sure she's probably listening somewhere in heaven. And also my mother-in-law, two special moms in my life. So happy Mother's Day to you both. And if you have a mother, pamper them today. This is one day you get to be there, make it special for them.
Of course. Well, thank you again. And of course, we're going to take a short break, and now we'll have another guest. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.